Hi everyone. This video is for people who want to review or missed our synchronous session this Tuesday or Wednesday. So I'm not going to go through everything like we would during class, but just kind of the instructions that you need to know to complete the assignments. So this PowerPoint is posted in Google Classroom. If you want to follow along with me, you can. I'm going to actually present. All right, so first thing we did was feedback and check-in. We're not going to do this, but if you want to look at the Padlet to just see how people are feeling, you can follow that link. So for some distance learning reminders, expectations, just remembering to be present, active, patient with yourself, with all of us. Remember, we're all kind of learning together. Continue to value your education. Try to complete all your work. It will be graded, so make sure that you are turning in the work that I assign each week. Make sure you're treating technology with respect and care. Reach out if you need help. Your health and safety is always my priority, so make sure that you are prioritizing it as well. Okay, so your schedule for this week, this is what it looks like. I know you're working with your mentors a lot to create a schedule for yourself. We also have created a checklist for you all that is not on my PowerPoint, but I will link it in Google Classroom that you can use as your own schedule so you can see all your assignments in one place. This is where you're going to have potentially have classes, maybe not for all your classes this week, but for most of them. And then office hours are just going to be on Thursday, periods 1 through 7. So make sure you sign up for those if you need to. And Friday, all your work is going to be due. So this is the schedule for this week. This is the schedule for what distance learning will kind of look like through the end of May. So this is going to be, group instruction Tuesday, Wednesday, office hours on Thursday. Next week we go back to a normal schedule where we'll have group instruction Monday and Tuesday, office hours on Wednesday and Thursday. And as always, your work is due on Friday. If at all you're having trouble with that Friday deadline, make sure that you just reach out to me and I'm happy to give you an extension. Just communicating with me when you do need that. This is the next 2 weeks for our class. We are going to be spreading out our essay over 2 weeks just so I can make sure I'm giving you feedback and making sure that you're on the right track. So for this week, you're going to revise your introduction from week 1 and then write your body paragraphs. This is going to be kind of like a rough draft, and I will give you feedback Friday. So the sooner you turn in your essay, the more feedback I'm going to be able to give you, and you'll get that feedback no later than Monday. On that Monday, you will revise your rough draft and then also write your conclusion, and then I'll be setting up a place for you to peer edit so that you can go over each other's final drafts and make sure you know all your formatting's right, all your citations are correct, all of those different things that are going to be really important when submitting your final essay. Okay, so for your assignment for last week, the current event assignment I thought looked really good. Everyone followed the directions, and I hope that it was interesting for you to be kind of caught up on current events. The common mistakes for the review assignment or the introduction introduction paragraph was first just not reading the instructions. I know that there are a lot of instructions and a lot of steps, but it's really, really important when we're doing this distance learning to make sure you're reading every instruction, making comments to yourself on your documents if you're not understanding certain instructions. So then when you do connect with me, you know exactly what to show me you're confused on. Remember, your hook needs to be on topic. I did see a couple people using hooks that were from the examples that I gave. Those examples were for westward expansion, not for the Civil War. So make sure you are being on topic with your hook. The background information, a lot of people seemed confused about this. The point of background information is just to explain why this topic is important. So why is the Civil War important? Why is it still important today? Why do we talk about slavery? Why do we learn about slavery? Why is learning about slavery important? So kind of to give this zoomed out version of what your essay is about and how you're contributing to history by writing this essay. For your thesis, you will use the sentence frames I provided. So make sure you are using those, and then also going to the list that I gave you to choose your topics from and applying that to those sentence frames. And then just spelling and grammar, make sure that you are rereading your writing. Because we're doing everything online, you should be able to spell check. So make sure you are spell checking. Make sure you're looking for spelling and grammar errors. It's difficult for me to read your writing if I'm not able to understand what you're saying or trying to say, because there are so many spelling and grammar errors. So make sure you are checking that before you turn in your work. Okay. So for your essay assignment, I'm not going to go super in depth about this because there is a video where I review the assignment. So make sure you watch that video. But I am going to go through it kind of briefly. So essentially what you're doing here is, again, if you want more instructions about how to do this assignment, please watch this instructional video that's on step 1. Then you're going to review the essay instruction PowerPoint. After that, please do make sure you do that. There's everything you need to know about how to write your essay in that PowerPoint. After that, you will rewrite your introduction paragraph and make edits based on what feedback I gave you. The guidelines for each section of your introduction paragraph are still here. And then you may just be copy and pasting from week 1 into here if I didn't give you feedback or if you already fixed your mistakes. After that, you're going to look for evidence. So you're going to go to your essay sources, identify what 3 topics you're talking about, pull out evidence for those topics that supports why that reason was a cause of the Civil War. After that, you will write your body paragraphs. This is a very handy checklist that explains exactly what I want from each section of your body paragraph. So there's going to be 3 of those, 2 pieces of evidence per body paragraph, and then you will put it all together for step 6. So it should be in this formatting. This is MLA format, so 12-point font, Times New Roman, and double spaced. So make sure that you, this is just for you to see what it looks like. This is how you would indent. And so you will erase this and add in your own work. When you copy and paste it, it will not come out looking like this. So make sure you do format it so it looks like this. And then check the rubric to make sure you did everything right and reflect on the assignment. 1 being super easy, 10 being the hardest thing you ever did. And office hours are linked. So that is the week 2 assignment. Again, I went over it pretty quickly. That's because I really went over it more in depth in the video that's attached in step 1 of the assignment. So go ahead and look at that if you still have questions. And then we just did breakout groups where you were able to read your thesis statements to each other, give feedback, and answer and ask any questions on the assignments that maybe your classmates could answer. And then any other further questions, your assignments to complete this week, as well as some helpful tips when completing those assignments. So always watch the instructional videos, look at the essay instruction PowerPoint that's linked in your assignment, come back and sign up for office hours. They're also linked in Google Classroom, and then this video will be linked here as well. So please make sure you are reading all of the directions on the assignment. That is going to be the most important part and contributing to your success, as well as rereading your work, editing your work so that it's clear and your spelling and grammar is all checked. So thank you all for watching this video, and I hopefully will see you soon.